Our friends over at Powered 4 TV are giving listeners to this podcast an incredible 50% off your first month when you sign up to powered4.tv and use the promo code JONAS. Powered 4 TV are one of the leading on-demand streaming services in the UK, with tons of shows from over 20 wrestling promotions from around the UK and the US, including TNT Extreme, Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, DNA Pro Wrestling, Full Force Wrestling, Ignite Wrestling, and so many more. There's also plenty more to enjoy, including an incredible archive of classic matches, live layers with William Eva, podcasts, and so much more. Sign up to Powered 4 TV today and save 50% off your first month. Just use the promo code JONAS.
Welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network Sunday special interview. Very excited today because on the show today, I have one of the best stars on the indie scene today. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best stars. Just made his debut for Impact Wrestling, had 2 matches. Very happy to welcome to the show, Shogun Jackson Stone. Jackson, welcome to the show, man.
Well. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you so much for having me on. Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Shouts out to everybody. Thank you so much. It's great to be on, man. And hopefully we can just chill out, have some fun, chop it up real quick. Let's talk some Impact. Let's talk some wrestling.
Okay, sounds good, man. Sounds good, man. Good to have you back, man. So how have you been? Last time we spoke, you had just won the Gut Check tournament. So how have you been over the past year?
Oh man, you know what? Ever since then, I've been. During that time, Cloud9, but of course, 2020 happened.
Yeah.
And essentially, ever since then, Shogun's just been. Really just been training, getting ready, getting myself as polished as possible for that debut. That took place on Explosion, and it felt good just being out there. It felt good just for real, just hitting the ropes, just being in the ring. Yeah. I wish, oh my gosh, I can't wait for people to be around,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a rewarding feeling just to be out there.
Yeah, so tell me about the match. Your debut match was against Mahabali Shera. So tell me about your match and your thoughts on Shera.
Oh, honestly, it was he was a hard-hitting opponent, but the thing is with me, I felt like I should have kept on suplexing. I just thought 1 or 2 would be fine. But the thing is with that, I just need to, my biggest learning point is, all right, just keep on suplexing. I think next time I'm going to do like 3 or 4 or 5 next time.
Okay, man. And then the following week, you took on Big Joe Doering, and you were talking about Shera hits hard. How hard does Doering hit compared to Shera?
Oh man, Shogun has faced off against mountains, but goodness gracious, when it comes down to Joe Doering, I see why he is a Triple Crown winner. But I want to say that's a level that Shogun can see himself reaching. That's definitely a level Shogun can see himself reaching or even surpassing one day, hopefully one day. But Joe Doering, I learned so much in that match. But I know that just by how they are, how they like to roughshod around the locker room, more than likely Shogun's going to run into them again. And I hope Joe Doering is there.
Okay, so I was going to say, what was it like taking that lariat? That looked like it was a pretty stiff lariat, man.
Man, look, I've taken like lariats from the likes of different people like Shane Taylor, Shane Mercer, you name it, from, even, Big Mo down in, Ohio and Cleveland. Shouts out to Mega. But for the most part, that was otherworldly right there, but the whole point is just taking it, getting back up and suplexing again. And I didn't get a chance. I almost got him, but I feel like I can get him off his feet.
Yeah, man, that was a great match. And I thought, you know, we saw you 2 weeks in a row. I thought we were going to see you more on a regular basis, but we haven't seen that since that match. Are you going to make your return to Impact Wrestling? Are you coming back?
You know, Shogun's meditating and waiting for that call. And honestly, right now, he's just pretty much sharpening himself and getting ready for that next call up. And I'm gonna be back. I know I am. It's just a matter of when.
Absolutely, man. Like I absolutely love the appearances. I thought everything was great. You come into the ring, your character, the screen in the back with the show was just everything was perfect. Your matches were terrific, and I got excited as I go. Finally, Shogun is in Impact Wrestling, and they would be absolutely ridiculous not to use you again, man. And I really hope we see you again really, really soon. You belong on the main show, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I already got to appreciate that so much, man. And, you know, those kind words that you were saying on the episode, Shogun's watching it, and I appreciate that. And, you know, it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to happen. It's just it's one suplex at a time, honestly. And honestly, I just want to give a shout out to the fans and all the supporters out there, everybody that gave Shogun so much love and support during that time when he made his debut, when I was signed initially. Thank you so much. Let's keep that going.
Absolutely, man. And I will, trust me, I will, man.
Thank you.
Now we mentioned Gut Check. You won it about a year ago. Do you think they waited a little too long for you to make your debut? I think it should have been a lot sooner, but how do you feel about that? How did you feel about that?
You know, it's neither here nor there for me to say on the issue of me going out there, because I understand with the pandemic is something that I'm pretty sure not anybody could predict that to happen, and for us to have a crowd with no people in there, essentially with just the production crew is I guess it's not ideal. And Shogun thrives off of energy. Shogun thrives off of people. Yeah. And you know, in a way, even though I hold I'm not the best with that waiting period, with as long as I had to wait, I am thankful at least that Impact was able to at least give me that time to still sharpen myself, you know, to at least get out there. Now, when they bring me back again, that's their decision. But Shogun is definitely, I'm more than positive that I'm going to be back soon.
Okay. Do you feel you could contribute to the overall success of the show?
Oh, most definitely. Okay. Shogun has no doubt. Only because, like, for me, honestly, it's to this point, I just want to. I love wrestling. And I love suplexing people, and my whole goal is to find that ultimate suplex challenge. I don't care. And you know what? Joe Doering showed it. Shera showed it. That if anything, I'm hungrier than ever beforehand, and it's because of those matches. I know that I'm going to be back, and I can tell that they want more. It's just going to be just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So for me, I'm just sitting and waiting, and again, sharpening myself.
All right, man. Like I said, hope it's a lot sooner than later, man.
Yeah.
But I know with Gut Check, they said that you won a contract. Are you in a contract with Impact?
Yes.
You are. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So since you're in the contract, hopefully it's a long contract, and we're going to see you in Impact Wrestling for a long time. So who are some of the guys you'd like to face in Impact? I think you against Josh Alexander would be tremendous. I know you've met Madman Fulton in the past. I think that would be another tremendous match. Who would you like to face in Impact Wrestling?
I mean, those two off rip is a big answers right there. But I mean, Eddie Edwards has always had my eye. Yep. For sure. He's somebody that I not just a competitive sense, but just a respect factor. I just respect just everything he's done for the business, and just how, just like from him being the Wolf to just now, I've learned a lot from him. And also, I mean, with Moose and how he's now with that official title, for sure, definitely him. Also, I mean, Ace Austin. I mean, yeah. Ace Austin I feel like it's a phenomenal athlete. It's somebody that I feel like can really contest Shogun, and I feel like Shogun can bring out the best in him. And I feel like ultimately, I mean, even though I'm of course being a competitor, I feel like I'll bring out the upper hand. Shogun knows that he has a lot of tricks, no pun intended, up his sleeve for that match. And so many other people, from Reno Scum to I mean, even there's been people saying Fala Ba for sure. I mean, there's so many different types of wrestlers that Shogun wants to face off against on that roster alone. And more people that I feel like they're going to bring in that Shogun hopes he gets a chance to face off against as well.
Do you think you could suplex Falaba?
Hey man, look, I've been kettlebell swinging, you know.
Okay.
I've been doing my kettlebell swings. I've been doing my 2 weeks of legs. You know, I've been working hard, man. You know, but I mean, from them, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, all of them. You know, and especially with, you know, I mean, the possible. Again, I don't know where this is going to go with AEW, but the possible integration of that. There's so many other competitors also on that side of the fence that Shogun wants to go against as well.
Absolutely. That was going to be my next question. I was going to say, what are your thoughts on the Impact Wrestling, AEW, and now New Japan Pro Wrestling partnership? I mean, you would be terrific in Japan, but what are your thoughts on that? You know, wrestling in possibly AEW, or maybe they send you over to Japan. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Ooh, man, that happens, then we gotta. Honestly, we gotta talk. We gotta have an interview for sure over there. You know, we gotta definitely. You know,
absolutely.
I'm excited. Honestly, if that's happening, if that's something that's going to go further and grow and expand even more so, then yeah, Shogun's definitely excited and hopeful for it.
Well, great scenario would be Tony Khan, you know, knocking Impact Wrestling on his paid advertisement, and you come in and you suplex everybody, man. That would be terrific, man.
yeah, you know, and that's the thing. Just take everybody gut rich, T-bone, belly. You know, once I do the T-bone, I'll shout out Taz. He's a big influence. So,
yeah, there you go. just throw Tony Khan as far as you can, man. That'd be awesome.
Right. No, I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
My pleasure. Now, if you don't want to answer this next question, I understand. But how do you feel Impact Wrestling handles in bringing new talent in? I know we've seen Braden Lee one match. We've seen Lee Moriarty for one match. I think they should give more time to these young wrestlers. I just want to know how you feel about Impact Wrestling bringing in the younger talent.
You know, honestly, Shogun for me, I really. I mean, first off, I love seeing all the talent that they brought in from Braden to Lee Moriarty, all of them. But I mean, yeah, for sure, I would love to see them bring in more. But I do feel that there's something that's going to happen where they are going to be able to present that platform more. It's just all in. I mean, again, Shogun, I guess, is going by the mindset of just all in due time. I feel like it's gonna happen. It's just it's broiling, if you will. You know, it's at that point where it's boiling. It's about to tip over. So for me, I feel like the talent is going to start pouring in more, but it's just a matter of time, honestly. But those guys that you just mentioned and all the others, I hope that they come back. I hope that we see them on a regular basis, whether it be you know, the Impact main show or Explosion, wherever. I would love to see more of that amazing talent in that ring.
Absolutely, man. My opinion, I always say it on my Impact show. I think Explosion should be a show where they showcase new talent. They should have 3 new talent matches. I think that would be terrific. I actually had a chance to ask Don Callis that on a show, and he said that he doesn't like the idea, but I think it'll be a great idea.
Hey, you know what? The thing is, it's one of those things where it could be a possibility, could not. I mean, for me, I feel like if there's able to present just honestly just opportunity for people in general, just able just to say hey, bring you in, you have a match, bring you in, you have a match, then that's something that Shogun is thankful and grateful for. Now, I guess by the amount of it, again, I don't know, but to my understanding, I mean, they're working up to that. That's something that I can, and I have faith in the company enough to see that these guys are going to get their rightful call, you know.
Okay, man. Cool. So you mentioned earlier that you like to feed off the crowd. How did you adjust wrestling in front of no crowd? That must have been a big adjustment, because I know when you hit that suplex, you like to hear the crowd cheering or going ooh or ah. But how did you adjust to that? You
know, Shogun always approaches it as a fight. Either way, I'm always ready to fight, because I mean, I'm always ready. My nature is just to you're in front of me, you think that you're that suplex challenge for me, then I'm ready for you regardless. So for me going out there, and I was just thankful just to honestly walk down that ramp because I was waiting so long to get there.
I know.
And then like everybody was waiting.
Me too. I was waiting long as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And everybody's been waiting so long, and I've been getting messages and all that stuff. And even up to that point, I was like getting messages of people saying, tweets of saying, "Hey, when are you? When are you?" So for me, just to be able to be getting to that point and getting into the ring and just being able to do those, like have those suplex moments, it felt refreshing. But I'm definitely looking for more. Definitely hoping for more.
And there will be a lot more. Trust me, there'll be a lot more for you in Impact Wrestling. I'm certain of it, man.
I appreciate that.
So let's switch gears a little bit. In case anybody is not familiar, I want you to tell us about the origins of the Shogun character.
Oh, origins is pretty much ever since I was a child. Essentially, Shogun has always been trained in the martial arts. Started off as a judoka. My father was my sensei. When I was 4 or 5 years old, he essentially, because my father, he always went throughout the 70s and the 80s, and even a little bit in the early 90s, he toured all throughout North America and also Canada and did tournaments and judoka tournaments.
Wow.
And also with his partner, my also sensei in the future, Sensei Paul, they essentially traveled and did their thing around tournaments and faced off against top competitors. And then as I got older, I went to high school and college, and I took up amateur wrestling there. And of course, with my judoka background, I wanted to morph that. I wanted to really just, I love the art of grappling. Just something about that it's a language in its own. And the ability to really manipulate and really control a human being and throw them is very interesting to me and poetic. So for me, I wanted to be able to learn different arts of it. So it went from Greco to freestyle to folk style, and also, I mean, I had my jiu-jitsu tournaments as well while I was in college and studying university. So it is one of those things where the Shogun has always been growing, but then the whole, if you want to speak on the Japanese culture that just came along with it, I always had that discipline of the Bushido code of carrying that with me and really loving that and really using that to my advantage of just advancing myself through life, and moving myself through life. And of course, also huge shouts out to the RZA, Jizza, Method Man, oh God, Old Dirty, Inspector Deck, all of them, Wu-Tang Clan, of course, high influences of that as well. But it's deeper than that. Shogun for me is something where you, it's like with that Joe Doering match, with that Shera match, you get knocked down, but you get back up and you keep suplexing. You look for that ultimate challenge. You want that challenge because ultimately that's what's going to bring out your ultimate self. That's what I want.
Now, you mentioned you did amateur wrestling and the judo. Was it hard to transition from jiu-jitsu, amateur wrestling to professional wrestling?
Not really, to be honest with you. It was, of course, there's some aspects of it that you had to adjust, but for the most part, throwing people is throwing people.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
At the end of the day, so for me, I saw it as, all right, this is just a new atmosphere, same concept, and essentially, I just had to be me, and I just had to turn it up even more, and I can be fully Shogun,
So where did the well catchphrase come into play? And explain the lemonade. I never quite understood the lemonade as part of your character.
Well, I just love, honestly, this is something that, that's just something that I always enjoy saying back at university. And I always somehow I love I always greet everybody just with that. It's just something natural that just comes out. I can't help it. It's excitement. And it's just something to let you know that Shogun's here. and then for the lemonade is definitely something that's suplex fuel. It's suplex fuel for me. That's just that sweet tartness, amazingness. How Bobby Boucher had his water.
Yeah.
Shogun has a suplex fuel.
Suplex juice. Okay, that's good. You should market that. You should come out with Shogun suplex juice.
Soon, coming soon.
All right, I'll definitely buy a 2-liter bottle of that for sure, man.
Shogun's be sending out some to you. Trust me.
So if I drink that, could I start suplexing people? I'll know how to suplex everybody.
It has a caution tab to it that
Okay.
when you drink, you may start feeling the need to suplex people. So please, when you drink with caution, ladies and gentlemen. This is serious stuff.
Just drinking it, running outside, start suplexing anybody I see, man. That'd be great stuff. Oh, man, great stuff. Now, speaking of suplexes, you posted on social media that that you want to face your ultimate suplex challenge. Who in your mind do you feel would be your ultimate suplex challenge if you could pick one person?
From any part of the world.
Anywhere, yeah.
Anywhere. Ooh. So Shogun has inactive. Yeah, I'll say inactive. It's Kenta Kobashi for sure. That's always been the ultimate challenge.
Wow, yeah.
Kenta Kobashi. But active right now, I mean, Muda's still going for sure. But I mean, in Impact, I mean, it seems like Josh Alexander is the one that's rising right now.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's the one that has all the muster. And Shogun wants that smoke. He wants to see what's all that about.
Okay.
So, I mean, to be honest with you, it seems like in Impact, Josh Alexander, Madman Fulton, those guys, I feel would be those those competitors that I would search for or aim for. You know, the Eddie Edward also, because I feel like Eddie is reaching a certain point that I feel like we haven't seen yet. So it's interesting to see him, you know, kind of bring out some parts of him that we haven't seen. That I want to experience what's up with that as well.
All right, you mentioned Muda, so why don't you head on over to Japan and challenge him for the GHC heavyweight championship? Head on over to Noah. That would be terrific, man. That would be fantastic.
Yes, please. Let's get that going.
Yeah, I know he's 58 years old, but he moves like he's 35, man. He's still got it, man.
Oh man, he still can land that moonsault amazing.
Yeah.
I would say him, and I would say also too, if I can say, also there would be Marufuji.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yes, most definitely. Like to reference against Josh Alexander, his match with
Marufuji.
Yeah, it was just
amazing.
Great. It was incredible.
I see you against Tomohiro Ishii. I think that would be a great match.
Oh my god.
If you can take one of those chops to the throat, you'll be okay, man.
I'll be okay. If you can survive the first one, you can go through the rest, right?
Yeah, you go through the rest of them.
I appreciate that confidence, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. So tell me about your match. You posted a match that you had with Congo Kong. I think it was a dog collar match. And that must have been a hard-hitting match. So tell me a little bit about that match. And there was only a clip. I couldn't find the match online. Were you able to suplex Congo Kong? Just out of curiosity.
We will have that answer soon, ladies and gentlemen. But I will also say, Shogun has had 2 other runs with Congo Kong in other parts of the world. And I can say every time it's always something that Shogun has to bring out to face off against him. You know, because it's a competitor of a different nature, you know, just the sheer mass of him alone, other than just his veteran mind with it, you know, but just the match alone was insane. It was thrown by ICP over on Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Shouts out to ICP, all the Juggalos, whoop whoop. And then also pretty much for me, I was just able to have this match where I didn't know that was dog collar initially. So when I walked in, I thought it was just gonna be a regular match. All right, no problem. We gotta get ready. We gotta have this fight. But then dog collar match, okay, different element. Shogun's only been in one dog collar match before this, and that was like 4 years ago. So for this, it wasn't Congo Kong. Okay. So let's just say that it was a different mindset that was brought to that as well. But it was a fight that again, I'm happy that I had and something that I grew from for sure.
So is that match going to be available on a streaming site? Was that a recent match, and will it be available on any streaming site anytime soon?
It will, and I'll be posting that soon.
Okay.
Also, I'll be posting that, and also the answer to your suplex question.
Okay, no, I think you were able to suplex him, but that remains to be seen. We'll see that match. I'm looking forward to that one, man. So what's the greatest match? What's your all-time favorite match that you've been involved in?
Oof. Oh
I
man.
know there's been quite a few.
Yes, it has been. Shogun, I would say PCO. The match I had with PCO was just so much fun.
Okay.
The match I had against PCO was just amazing. I was just like, that was right when as he was really he became the other version of PCO, if you will. And that match was I learned so much, man, just from that match alone. But I would say yeah, I would definitely say PCO. And also Chase Owens. Chase Owens is also a very fun match as well. That was in my earlier days, but that match I learned so much in that match, just from just how to move, where to move, and that was an amazing fun match. And also Shane Taylor.
I didn't know that you had a match with Chase Owen. Is that available anywhere? I absolutely would love to see that, man.
That is available. I will put that up on my YouTube today.
Okay, all right. I'm holding you to that, or I'm going to drink some suplex juice and come looking for you, man.
hey, only I make the suplex juice.
Okay. Sorry. Because you'll reverse it on me and suplex me all over the place.
I'm the suplex juice pusher around here.
That's right. I apologize, sir. I apologize.
No, I appreciate you.
Thank goodness we're not face to face right now. I'm safe. So.
Hey man, you know what? Shogun just wants to I appreciate all your support, man. Everything that you do. Thank you. Seriously.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. And you deserve it, man. And I just want to see Impact Wrestling start using you a lot more, because I think you could definitely be a tremendous star for Impact Wrestling.
I believe it too.
Yeah, so do I, man. And I'm not going to stop until I do, man.
Thank you. All in due time. But just one suplex at a time, man.
Absolutely, man. Maybe I'll drink when I drink that suplex juice. I'll go after Scott D'Amore and suplex him around. No. I won't do that.
No, Scott knows some stuff.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't dare. He would reverse it on me and put me in a sharpshooter or something.
Right? Oh man, I appreciate you. Thank you.
My pleasure. So March 10th. Let's talk about March 10th. You have a match against Bastard Cassidy, if I said the name correct. So your thoughts on this match and your thoughts on Bastard. Shogun versus Bastard. That sounds like that's a great name for a match. But tell me about the match and your thoughts on Bastard Cassidy.
Yes, Shogun versus Bastard. That does ring like a comic book almost, doesn't it? And honestly, for us, we've had a little bit of a face-off beforehand. It's over at Chainsaw Pro Wrestling over in Kalkaska, Michigan. Yeah. And honestly, he's an up-and-coming indie star that's actually growing a lot. His power is what's the true, I would say, the shining point in this match. He has this one maneuver that Shogun's been watching called, he's been doing this reverse body slam. And Shogun doesn't think he can, Shogun doesn't know if he'll be able to do that to him. But my goodness, this man has one hell of a grip. And again, he's a big boy, so who knows? But again, I seen him also pop off a couple of suplexes of his own. Okay. Also, I seen him have a lot of good matches over in Illinois and Florida. He's everywhere. So just to have this match against him, it'd be really good just to test to see what he can do.
All right, do you have any other matches coming up besides that one, or is that the only one for now?
As of right now, that's the one in the works. Okay. But Shogun does have some special stuff coming up in the future, ladies and gentlemen. So just stay tuned.
Okay.
Because we will be aiming down south soon.
We will stay tuned. Now, you're in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Because I'm in Windsor. I'm in Windsor. We should just meet at the border and do the podcast, man.
We really should. Just right there. I'm telling you, just right there. Have border, have them just right behind us with the suplex juice. Have you holding the suplex juice though. Gotta get the advertisement in.
That'd be great, man. We should try that. Just see how it works out, man. So last question, because I know you got to get going. What are your goals for 2021 and beyond? I know one of the goals is to get to Impact Wrestling, but what are your goals for 2021 and beyond, man?
Yeah. So definitely Impact. Just improve more. Just get myself up there in the roster, but also Shogun wants to expand his horizons even more. I mean, I was out there in Hawaii, in 2019. I was over in Colorado. Also, I was out in Texas. Shogun just wants to keep that going. And, when 2020 happened, it kind of like just froze all of that. And right now, Shogun's definitely working in the works of just getting that going again and getting back out there to those spots. And if anything, Shogun just wants to honestly just have everyone around America screaming Shogun as loud as possible everywhere he goes. So it doesn't matter. I mean, for me, I really want to just suplex wherever I can, and not just Impact, but while I'm not at Impact, I want to be everywhere possible.
Absolutely. And like I said earlier, I think you'll be fantastic in Japan, and I hope you get there one day. I know I believe that last time we spoke, I believe you said that was a goal. So I definitely hope you get to Japan one day, man.
Most definitely. And right now with them, I mean, I don't know what trying to get in contact, trying to get in more understanding about what's going on, but it's going to happen. Things are going to pop off. It's just going to take time. One suplex at a time, Shogun understands it's going to happen. Waited this long, it's gonna happen for sure.
Absolutely, man. So is there anything you want to plug before you go? Any merchandise, social media?
Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, Shogun, Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone here. Please come through, visit my YouTube. Also, shout me out. You can find me on my Facebook. Just type in Jackson Stone. Also, you can find me on my Instagram, Jackson_Stone313. Also, my Twitter, Jackson_Stone31. And also, I'll be getting my website out soon. Shouts out to everybody. Also, please, if you have any questions at all you want to ask me, you can also hit me on my Gmail. That's Jackson Stone, just one whole word with one extra E on there. So that's JacksonStoneE@gmail.com. All right. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, thank you so much. I really had a great time today. Thank you so much for joining me today. You are a star. You're not going to be a star. You are a star. And I look forward to seeing you back in Impact Wrestling. I think you're the future of Impact Wrestling. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck in the future, man.
So much love. I appreciate that so much. You take care of yourself, man. Be safe out there, all right? Please.
Thank you, man.
And I can't wait for us to meet up again. We will have that podcast at the border. Damn it, if we have
Absolutely. We'll do it, man. We'll do it. If I have to cross the border, I'll do it. Damn it. I don't care.
Also, real quick, I want to give a quick shout out also to Crossbody Pro Wrestling over in Kitchener. So I understand that, again, we, right as the border shut down, or right as everything shut down, essentially, Shogun, Shogun, and also my tag partner, Blake 182, we won the tag titles over there, and we haven't been back since because of the world pandemic. So I just want to just send love out to the fans over there. Thank you for all your messages. We will be back soon, and we will be suplexing. Again, we love you, Canada. Much love to you guys.
And you got to get that belt off Holden Albright as well.
Oh, yeah. Holden, I'm coming for you. My wildebeest friend, I love him so much. But I love throwing him even more.
Just out of curiosity, if anybody calls 1-800-CALL-SUPLEX, which we just saw on the screen, what would happen? Do we get you on the phone?
You may or may not get a knock at your door.
Okay. So nobody call that number. Nobody call that number. All right, man. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. It was an absolute blast. And anytime you want to come back, feel free. And I hope we can do this again soon, man.
Most definitely, man. Much love. Take care of yourself, all right?
You too, man. Take care. So this has been the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network Sunday special interview. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.